All right, what's going on, guys? Gotta bring the boy up here. Sorry, a lot of things been happening. It's been crazy, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna try to bring the guys in and see what happened here. So let's side chat. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure again that this is gonna be not crazy.
Yeah, it's that they were intending to make more movies, but that fell through. So they made that 2016 Abomination. Man. And
What abomination you talking about, sir?
well, the same.
Berserk anime.
Not the 1997 one. That's your trauma. Our trauma's 2016.
I got you. Anyway, since things has been going on crazy, I'm introduce the guys as usual. How you doing, Anderson?
I'm limping with both legs now.
You're limping with both legs. Okay, that's
A lot of walking and boots. I don't recommend it.
Okay, all right. Kanoshi, how you doing, sir?
Doing all right, and to Little Nas, the 1990s called. They want their Edge Lord. They want their Edge Lord nonsense back.
I'll leave that alone. That was just he's literally he to me, sorry, but he's literally a woman. He's looking for attention. That's all.
It's try hard. It's like people are freaking out about. It's try hard. That's all it is. It's try hard.
Do you guys got your COVID passports ready?
I have to do a video about that because that is literally crazy.
Oh, Governor of Florida signed an executive order to say.
No, he's not gonna do that.
Oh, he's not gonna do that.
No, he's not banning. No, yeah, he's not doing that. He said he's not gonna do that. So that's he's like, nope, not doing that. So that's good for him. There you go. And then, but that's how it works. They're trying to. It makes no sense. And we'll get into that. Trip, how you doing, sir?
Alhamdulillah. You know what? I better stop doing that.
Yeah, please do.
Don't want to get cast like Steven Crowder.
The liberals can't. Liberals just trip over their own irony. It's like we hate ID, but we're perfectly fine with vaccination
ID
passports. Like,
and the thing that came about it is how to get those IDs. You gotta give more to get the vaccination passport. Wow, that was a little too much.
Never thought California would be the windy city.
I know, right? Thank you, Anderson. But basically, I was gonna say is, you gotta provide more stuff to get the vaccine passport than the daggone ID, which is stupid.
Yeah,
They might as well use that as the new identification.
Well, the reason I said that because what was it? It was I think you see this story, Trip, where Delta and American Airlines was saying about their blah 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 because of Georgia, so you need a voter's ID. They say, oh, that's racist. I'm like, but
Yes.
you need a. But wait, Delta. I got a question for you. How the hell we get to the airport and fly? You need an ID to get on the damn plane, don't you? What the hell?
And with me, since I am non-American, passports.
Which is still an ID that tells you your date and everything. It tells you your birthday date and everything on the passport. So it's so stupid.
And have you guys seen that CNN clip with the woman saying that the window of opportunity of trying to convince people to take the vaccine?
Yep, she's the head of the CDC, which is crazy.
It's like, why would you go on air and say that? Like, lucky for her, nobody watches CNN, but still, like, what?
Well, like I said, they
saying the quiet thing out loud.
No, I've said it before. I've done videos saying this. They lie straight. They tell the truth right in front of y'all faces, and people still don't believe it. They still don't believe it.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it for me.
She
said that. I was like, wow. I was like you. I was taken back a little bit. I was like, she was like saying that. I was like, this is our time to take control. I'm like, what?
I mean, the key word that you said, take control. Wait, who?
Yeah,
Who is the one that's going to take control?
It's nothing about, you know, it was nothing about helping people get better.
Or helping some of the vaccine.
Yeah. It never was.
Yeah, it's just about control. It's like, okay, so you just came out on live television and admitted this is all about control. Okay.
It was the same thing with Dr. Fauci.
Go get the vaccine.
It was the same thing with Dr. Fauci. So, what do you expect? He said, "Don't wear masks." Now YouTube got it down that if you say that part or whatever. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's his words we're using against him.
Yeah, can we have a little bit consistency, YouTube? Oh wait, I got.
Oh yeah, like I said, you see how they're doing with crowd and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's how that all work out. But again, that's the sad part about it, that they will go all through and tell you about what you're doing with what you're doing and what you can't do, but they want to go like I don't know. It's mostly females, because I do not have this affinity for somebody to control me. I don't want a nanny state. I have one mother, one grandmother. That's it. I don't need no other mother. Get out of the way, government. I don't want you in control of stuff, because you're controlled by people, and people do crappy. People are stupid, as I always say.
That's what happens when you babyfy generation after generation, to the point they'd be helpless without these people. They can't think for their own. And all that time in school does not help them become independent thinkers.
Yeah, I know they're not independent thinkers, and that's the sad part about it. They're not. I feel for the people out there who goes through that situation and just say like, "Yo, this is I want you to do everything for me." I don't. And the thing about it,
I don't either.
The thing about that, Kim, is like, I would like if people just, you say that, leave me alone, but they don't. They don't leave me alone. They make things even worse.
Like, come on, sugar. You know I can't leave you alone. You're nothing without me.
Please.
What the heck I am?
It's just like what was that Trip, you know the person. So he did a video today. Scotty Kelmer did a video today talking about why he left Texas. He was on the YouTube. and he called it out. He said, "I think that was racist. What people from California wants to stop these Mexican people from doing their, Mexican Americans too. Don't get me wrong, doing their car show in this neighborhood." He said, "That's why I left Texas." He said, "The people beside me there." So he left Texas to go to Tennessee.
Can you take me with him?
Oh man, I might as well go to Tennessee as well.
Well, he left. But he's talking about. He literally talking about Austin. Austin is where a lot of Californians are going to. That's where they're going to. There are still a lot of people who are fighting back against it. I just watched a CNBC video where a lot of the people's like, "Okay, you want to come here? That's cool, but abide by our rules. None of this crap that y'all talking about."
I literally made that same joke like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anderson, speaking of,
go ahead.
Speaking of people leaving various different states, Anderson, I saw met a guy today who left California to escape his family, so it's possible.
Did he have a colored hairdo? Do you wear glasses? Do you have a high-pitched voice?
No.
I funny, but I mean,
now that's some identification right there, my friends.
Yes, but the problem with that is that, again, if I was in Anderson's shoes, I don't want to escape a city and go into a city. So I need.
I go to the countryside.
I'm going suburbs, rural at least. Yes, suburbia, rural. I just can't.
That's the idea.
That's it's I don't know if you guys have heard of this YouTuber, but like
Go ahead.
Barricade Garage said cities are a failed experiment that has essentially erased our sense of community.
That is
Pretty
true when
much.
it comes that is true when it comes to society, but it's not a success. It's not a failure for bringing in which basically is money.
Yeah.
We need that. I mean, that it's a dichotomy. You need a city. The city needs the country. The country needs the city. The problem is though, is that there is a little in certain states. A lot of the cities want to tell how the country gotta live, and that's the part I don't like.
Yes.
City should just be an apparatus. People shouldn't live there. I get working there, but people just shouldn't live there.
Yeah, because again, remember New York City. You pay all the taxes. New York itself and part of Jersey pay the taxes for New York City. That's crazy. And what do you get for it? Broke down trains, people pissing on the street, smelling bad. You don't get out for your tax money.
People stabbing you in the head on a bus or a train.
Or your back.
Or even a sidewalk.
$90,000. You can make in New York City, but yet you still have to live in the slums in order to make it.
Same thing in LA.
LA, San Francisco.
San Francisco is even worse. And you have black plague. You have people essing on the street, literally pooping on the street. You got a poop squad.
You got people literally dousing you in their own diarrhea.
Yeah, that video that I showed. That is nasty.
Yeah.
That is nasty.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel sorry if a person got shot for that. Like,
Oh, there would be. Well, it's just like the on the older channel when I told you about the lady who we wanted to use the bathroom and she took the dump right there and she threw it. I'm like, I lost my job. I lost my job that day because if she had hit me with her poop,
yeah, it jumped over that.
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
you get a beat down, lady. Sorry. Oh, you're mad saying you're gonna beat a woman. She can fling her poop at me.
Look, this is biological.
That lady was trying to poison me.
That ain't poison.
She just declared biological warfare. So
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna like, sir, you're fired." I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll find a different job.
I'll find a different job. I'm not gonna use you guys as a reference because this is crazy. Somebody threw poop at me, and are you kidding me?
Look, I'll probably go to jail for that.
I'll go all Jamaican. I'll go all Jamaican on that little chick. No way. That's crazy.
I give her a goodbye kick on the way out.
that is just ridiculous. You sit there and you poop on this is a restaurant. You poop in the middle of the restaurant and you fling your poo at one of the servers. Nah.
We gotta bring back sanitariums or asylums. There's a lot of crazy people out in the street that shouldn't be.
Well, that's the thing. They got rid of the asylums, put all the inmates out in the streets. Now they're trying to put the regular people into the asylums or be at the mercy of the inmates.
Yep. Oh, that is true. Basically, the inmates are running the asylum now. Hell, they ain't running the asylum. They're running the government that runs the asylum. Because I can tell you right now, some of these government politicians need to go to jail.
To get out.
Cuomo.
Go to prison.
I gotta say, Cuomo.
You
Gretchen Whitmer.
loser.
So is Whitney. She needs to go too. It's horrible what they have done, and people are talking about that stuff like that. But what can I say? And then you have I love the word. We don't use that word. We don't use the word crisis. We use challenge. Are you kidding me, lady?
Really? So
Jen Psaki is a horrible woman. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, so what?
I get a press secretary gotta lie, but you're horrible at lying. You're just bad.
I'm like, okay, if this is a challenge, then what? So at the time of Trump, that wasn't a crisis, even at them not putting in AOC in this.
They call that a crisis. Well, we already know AOC she is a nut bag. because
Yeah.
she's talking about using. She said, "Well, I broke it down last night, but again, my mic was messed up, so I get it." She was like, "This is not a sir. This is about imperialism." Like, what? What the heck? This is about imperialism. This is about environmentalism and all this other stuff. And I like
Okay.
how some of the hold on. I like how some of the immigrants were saying. 'Cause I have a video where they're like, "Well, we had 2 hurricanes, and that makes it bad." I'm like, my mom's country had 2 hurricanes, the worst hurricanes than what you guys had. People ain't flowing all crazy now. They fought
Yeah.
back. So what the heck are you talking about? Oh, because you have 2 hurricanes, you should run? And that one woman who and then that lady who paid a cartel $3,500. I'm like, wait, she paid $3,500 from Mexico, or she making money? She making
Yep.
That is not. That's a lot of pesos. Okay, that's just 3,500, and you paid to the cartel, and you're surprised that they broke your leg and they tossed your baby. They tossed your 6-month baby in the river.
Now, going by that, I'm like, okay, AOC, as crazy as you are, all right, I'll give you that. That that the surge is not militant when you're talking about children on their own. But we're not talking about children just on their own. We're
Nope.
talking like you just said. We're talking about the cartels. Isn't that militant? Where I think it was it a year ago or um or more recent that there was basically a shootout between two cartels gangs was shooting up right in front of the U.S. border,
As they were saying, bullets need to
and
fly
they got it on film.
bullets fly east and west. If you fly north, you got problems. But I'm just saying, yeah, that's just what yeah. You only don't have that. You have, again, it's not only Latinos or Hispanics coming through the border. There's also Africans. There's also Middle Easterns. Again, I talked about a story, Project Open Mic episode 31, where they found that they had you call it, that cult like thing where they had the woman and the man who was, they were Muslim, but they were from Somalia, and they had like sex slaves with the children. They found that on the border. It was in New Mexico, I think. Yeah, it was in New Mexico.
Yes, it was New Mexico.
So that's crazy on its own. They don't care about this stuff. And again, and she's like, you were asking me where should I go? They try to change the language. AOC, I mean, like I said, always. She's like a little child. With, you put a T-ball on the thing, and when you swing, she misses all the time. This is a perfect time to go down there and do what you did with Donald Trump and go and expose this. Nope.
Which is it drives me crazy. You mean, well, it doesn't drive me crazy, but it makes me question that it has to take a senator? No. Let me. It has to take Ted Cruz to basically make a Vice video to.
It wasn't that. I have to give credit to the. I don't have it. I remember the name. I have to give credit to the person. Let me see if we can find that.
No, it wasn't Breitbart, right?
No. He did. No.
Oh, not Breitbart.
No, it was no. It was who was it? Who's leak? Of course, daggone Google. I said leak. I ain't said leaf. And they correct me again. Leak, you son of a gun. Google don't want me to learn this stuff.
Exactly. I'm like Google doesn't want leaks either.
Which is messed up. But it was I forgot the name. I literally said it, and I wish I could commit it to memory, which is my fault.
Oh no, we should really write these stuff down before we get on this.
No, I got you. It was okay. Where is it? How I know it was.
Was it James O'Keefe? Not James O'Keefe.
No. I know what I'm looking for. It's not that. It was. I had to give credit to somebody because it's like, oh, I was surprised that person did that. what was it? Is it dang it. He was a congressman and he was a Democrat. I was surprised. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Henry Kilari. Henry Kilari.
Ah, I see.
He's a Democrat for Texas, and he leaked the pictures to Axios that started the whole thing. He was the one. So there you go. I can give Democrats credit just as much as any anyway. I call it as it is. He leaked the pictures.
I wonder if he's gonna get Epstein.
Wow. Okay, you took it there. Jeez. Straight up darkness, man. Straight up darkness.
Hey, a lot of people are gonna get Epstein before the end of the year.
Hey, we were talking about Berserk earlier, so
got you. But yeah, that's the situation. That's the situation that he basically leaked the photos, and he's Hispanic, and he is for legal immigration. He's one of those rough and dime. I know, right? Yeah.
Another difference.
That's what I said. Not all Democrats are bad, not all Democrats are good, and not all Republicans are bad, and not all Republicans are good. But most of them are bad. That's just the way I see it. They're diamond in the rough on some of them. They're diamond in the rough on some of them. But that was crazy. And it's overcrowded. It was, that facility had what? It holds up to 2,000 people. Now it's up to 4,000 people. So it's just crazy.
You know what? Speaking about that,
kids in cages.
It's technically not a laughing matter, but someone made a meme, filmed themselves dressed up as or portrayed as Kamala Harris, basically.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Yeah, well, basically visiting these compound. I shouldn't say compound, but I digress.
The detention centers.
Yes, that she was basically walking around, jumping over. I was about to say bodies, but no, kids in foils, going like, oh, this place is so is so full like a tuna.
Oh, that
you know what? Yeah, and you know what? The first time I saw it, I thought it was real. That's how good that meme was.
Okay, that laugh she has is so unconcerning. I could when she becomes president and she be like, Kamala Harris, President Harris, they just bomb and kill 15,000 people. Well, we're gonna try to see if we're gonna do something. We're gonna give them a strong response. And we I'm like, oh my god, that laugh. She just cannot keep that laugh in. She's just as bad as Hillary Clinton with that same fake laugh she has. Oh, no soul, no soul.
You got the Wicked Witch of the West and the Wicked Witch of the East.
And I had to laugh at that too because her niece went on Twitter and said, "White people are the problem. White men are bad." Blah blah blah. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't your aunt's husband white? I know Kamala's married to a white man, ain't she? So what the? Your people love to eat yourselves. That's just basically what it is.
It's like Don Lemon number 2.
That makes no sense with none of that stuff. But whatever. And again, it's sad to see how that works out. But we'll see. They just keep on making all kind of craziness and mistakes and all dumbness to say, oh, the border's all right. It's not a problem. It's not a crisis. Okay. And this is just kind of a spring. Wait until the summer kicks in. Oh boy.
Yes.
And again, the coyotes are doing horrible things to these people. Like I said, they're breaking mothers' legs. And okay, when I was playing the story and I hear it, I'm like, okay, one thing popped out. I'm like, wait a minute, she's a 6-month-old child. This sucked that they threw it in the river. And I'm happy that the mean ICE border patrol people, as a lot of people like to call them, save a 6-month-old baby. I got a question though. 6 months old, right? Where's the father?
Single mothers?
6-month-old. You telling me that you didn't get you're in Mexico? You didn't do artificial insemination. You had it by somebody.
Nope. I wouldn't take out RAPE out of this either.
True, but then remember the picture? Remember the girl that was on the picture in Time magazine, and they were saying this is under Trump, blah blah blah. Again, that lying crap. And they found out that the lady. We found out that she took her daughter from her husband. Her husband had a good paying job in Honduras, and they had 2 older kids. And she took the baby and just went up to the north. He's like, what the hell's going on? And remember, let's go back. Let's even go back to I forgot his name. What was the kid that? What was the kid that made famous from Cuba?
Oh my goodness, it's quite a while.
But you for a while he was everywhere. That name was everywhere.
Yeah. Crap, I can't remember.
I forgot myself too, but I said Lil Anwar. Let me see.
Emmanuel?
No, I don't saw that. I forgot. I myself. I can't help it. I gotta find it out because it will kill. It will hurt my head.
It was
Because it's right on the top of my head. Elian Gonzalez. That's what it was. I remember. Elian. Yep. When he got taken away from his father.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that story.
I was like, wait a minute. You took the man from his father who didn't have no problem. I was like, that's kind of messed up. But y'all wanted to make a story about things. So yeah. But that's how it works. So anyway, other than that nonsense. and it's not a crisis, as they say. What else is going on? Like I said, basically right now, everybody's. I do have HBO Max. So I might watch a little Godzilla and Kong, see what's going on.
I did. Me and my brother did.
Okay.
Wish I could.
The one thing I very much appreciate about that movie, it's less than 2 hours. That wasn't good.
Oh wait! Is it a bad movie?
That's a good movie, but a lot of movies overstay their welcome. We had one that was 3 hours, and now we got one that's 4 hours.
True.
Like, yeesh.
You mean
I don't mind that. The Snyder cut.
Yeah. I got you.
Spoiler alert. I'll give you a spoiler alert. You'll relate with Kong in the beginning, because his morning routine is just like all of us. Wake up, try to block out the sun from our eyes with our hand, scratch our ass on the way to the shower, and then shower.
Was the boy's name Elian Gonzalez?
Yeah, I just said that. You didn't hear me?
Oh, sorry. Seems like it froze on me from when you were saying it.
I said Elian Gonzalez. Yeah, I said
okay.
But
it's not all this stuff is not a crisis unless it was under the other guy. But now that the other guy's not around, they really gotta somehow cover it up, justify it, even though it's right in their faces. The other part is they don't even gotta try that hard because they can just tell the truth and no one's gonna believe them. And yet still, they're trying. They're fumbling in the dark.
Well, it's even bad because again, like what Konoshi like said, sometimes they tell you the truth right there in front of your face, and people still don't see it.
Yeah, but probably they won't pay. They don't pay attention.
No, you're right. They don't pay attention. But just like it's right in your face. How you not see it? When Nancy Pelosi say all this
Like-
stuff about walls does not help protect nothing. But you're behind your wall.
Well, yeah.
Take your wall down. Let's see what happens. Stop that. That's what I don't like. I don't like when people who got security guards tell people, "Oh, you don't need your guns, or you don't need walls when you're behind your gated communities." I don't like that. Stop being a
It's like
hypocrite.
It was like, yeah, you heard what the person said, but you were not listening.
I don't like that nonsense. They always make it that it's so hard for people again, and you can see right now. Not now they're trying to get all these business things together so they could make money off of stuff and make it that you if you want to reopen up your stores, you have to go through all this hoops, which is crazy. And then you got Gavin Newsom. I was surprised. Oh man, I hope that recall gets done quicker. Because he was like, Governor Abbott, you and Ron DeSantis, they're horrible people. They're blah 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 because they open back up, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but look, the economy's better than what's y'all at. At least people ain't losing their jobs. You piece of crap.
Yeah, and at least and I'm betting DeSantis wasn't the one who said, okay, we're going to accept these illegal immigrants that are infected.
No,
Because I'm pretty sure even he was pissed by that.
That's not one. And two, also don't forget, those people got paid out of the stimulus package.
Yep, that too.
And not only that, not only did they get, some of them got $1,400. California gave them an extra $600.
2,000.
And you want to know why y'all taxes are expensive?
I keep trying to tell people, they don't believe me. Somehow it's the orange man's fault. Or it's, now that he's not around, it's the other side's fault, and though there's no left and right anymore, it's just one big mono party.
Well, it's funny enough right now because a lot of the news media now has fallen down from the bump. Without President Trump in there, they don't have a lot of people's tuned out. I think we listened to some trip with Vice magazine is basically laying off people.
Yes, and trying to get sold.
Yep. Y'all had y'all bump. Y'all took it away. So hey, it is what it is. But
Wah, wah.
well, other than that, that's cool. I don't want to check out that movie that just Kong versus Godzilla. So I don't want to check that out and see that. I saw that they pushed back the Mortal Kombat movie as well.
For a stupid reason. Supposedly they're trying to get rid of Johnny Cage because too many white people here.
Wait,
That's the reason.
They're trying to get
Allegedly.
Okay, that's kind of stupid because you based on a game. Johnny Cage.
Yes,
you have Jax.
Yeah, I was about to say you want to take away the character that's been in the franchise from the very beginning, but yet you want to introduce another white character. I'm like, what the heck?
These movies are horrible. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about movies that are horrible in general. I'm just saying it's just stupid the politics they paint in these damn movies. Just make something entertaining. If you're gonna use the license for something, please be at least use as much as the license property to be genuine as it can and be all right with it. Don't try to do this nonsense stuff.
Thank you.
Well, that's pretty much Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla versus Kong. Not a whole bunch of that BS in there. There's just Godzilla, Kong, and the third thing. That's all you want. That's all you need, and it's there.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to do the whole environmentalist thing that King of the Monsters or the original Godzilla tried to do.
You
Yeah,
know
see?
what? That's like you said, that is appropriate because it was already been there in the IP.
Yeah, but
It's like
just do that.
just do
Like
it. Yeah, just do it well.
I said, seriously, like I'm not gonna say the last. Let me see. What was the last movie? Well, I know what the last movie I watched. I was dragged there, and they had all that crap inside of that movie too. All right, movie, but the
Aladdin.
whole no. I mean theaters, like going to the theater to watch a movie.
Oh boy.
I went to no theaters to watch Aladdin. It was a movie. It was some Christmas. It was a Christmas movie, one of those Christmas movies where you go through this stuff. I was like, okay, and then of course, it just it had the wokeness in it. I was like, why need it? You
Oh,
don't need that.
I think I remember the movie that movie.
No,
that
you
that,
don't remember.
that you
No,
told me about.
no,
Oh,
no.
it's a different one.
It's a different
Okay.
movie, right? But you know it because I talked to you about it when I left the movie because of who I was with at the time. Like you really had to do no. Other than that, the movie before that was Shaw and Hobbs. Hobbs and Shaw, whatever it is with
Oh yeah,
Fast
that
and
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's the last movie I was in the theaters watching. Other than that, all the stuff is outside. And my point is, I choose to go watch it if I want to. Again, Coming to America, bad movie, horrible, crappy.
It's one big number 2.
Watch the first one and keep it there. Don't watch that.
More,
That's
or
trash.
more like the number 2 is the number doo.
Yeah, Milan. Again, I will never watch that movie again. I watched that. Milan, the first, again, if it wasn't
Original.
Milan, if it was not Milan, and it was just another movie, they just said let's call it Gil Blo or female flying dragon or something, or the Grasshopper Strikes. It would have been an alright movie. It would have been an alright movie without that. You take but because you're using the IP like Trip just said, use the IP of Milan and you destroy that movie. Oh, they did destroy that movie. No.
They done that girl dirty.
They done Milan bad. They done, like I said, the only movie that's live action that I would give thumbs up to is Jungle Book. That's it. I know people say Beauty and the Beast was good, so I didn't watch that. Not my thing, but people said that was good, so I'll leave that alone. Aladdin is Lion King, no. Lion King was not. Even though they're like, oh, we we've been shot for shot, and we said the same kind of, yeah, but the soul was not there. It felt so soulless and lifeless.
Thank God Dog is not here. Thank God.
Got you. It was just like even the scene where that made the cartoon, the animation had so much life compared to when Mufasa died. It's like, I didn't feel it.
There was so much more emotion in the original.
And the thing about it is, they could have done the I saw a person who did this. They took the anime. They could have made the live action, but still have the kind of cartoon style in it. I've saw somebody did that, and that made it look way more better. There's somebody on YouTube that did that. I don't know the channel, whatever, but they put it in there that has the symbol looks more like the mane and everything, but it still had that realistic. It was like, how should it was more CGI, like a Cyberpunk 2020 or or the 1886 guys. You know what I'm talking about? Video games, like that kind of style. But it was still
way too realistic for what it's supposed to be.
It just didn't have no soul, man. That movie didn't have no soul to me. I felt it just like no. And then of course the director.
You know what's kind of,
go ahead.
What's kind of sad is I just came from vacation last weekend. One of the channels on there, they were showing The Lion King, and my God, it just hit me like a ton of bricks.
And
then my little sister,
right?
the original, not the new crap.
Yeah, the animated.
He said not the new crap.
And then my little sister was putting clips of the new one. Like, oh god,
Oh,
it's so
boy.
depressing. The contrast.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Yeah, it just
Rafiki is racist.
oh
Really.
Lord. But it was just, yeah, it was just not a good. It was that those movies are. Like I said, I have a lot of 1, 2, and 3. I have the original Beverly Hills Cops series. I have the original America Coming to America. Like, I'm buying the old school stuff, the old school good stuff. Again,
Before it's too late.
I might
Yeah,
not be
yeah.
I might not be a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger now, but again, True Lies, Commando, Conan, yeah, those are the classic ones. I get those.
Yep.
Conan.
The
Yep.
barbarian.
You must win.
Those are the dates.
You must lamentate your women.
Oh, wait a minute. That's misogynist.
I know, right? When I was back in those days, though. But now, you know, he's crazy nut job person as he is. Again, most celebrities, yeah, I don't care for them no more. And I don't care for them no more. I never have. I never looked up to them too much, but it's just the nonsense that they do. Nah, I just can't. They're so stupid. Oh, I'm a celebrity. I'm gonna tell you what to do. No, don't tell me what to do. You make millions of dollars.
You're not even on the same level.
Yeah, you got millions of dollars. You got protection. You're looking good and all that stuff. Great for you. Happy for you. What makes you happy is good, but that don't make me happy to. You know, don't tell me what I need to do because it's just annoying.
Plus, it's two completely different worlds.
Yep. It is.
We got someone else.
Huh? Oh.
We have some. We have another guest.
Got you. But anyway, yeah. Like I said, so they got the celebrities going and doing what they got to do. So it is what it is with those things. Like I said, I never looked up to them. And now, like you know, as I told you, Anderson, off chat and everything, it's like you got to separate the art from the artist.
That's getting hard and hard to do.
It's not hard to do once I just know that I don't look to celebrities, so it's not hard for me to do. I just, like I said, I don't like Quentin Tarantino what he said, but I can't deny that I like Kill Bill. I just can't. I just cannot.
That reminds me of people who, if you're still into the MCU and you're going to go watch Falcon the Winter Soldier, just wear a helmet or something, because they're not subtle about it at all.
Oh, I got you. I wasn't gonna, like I said, after the end game, I basically tuned out from that anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh, dude, WandaVision. Seriously, you need to watch that.
Do not care for it. If you want to watch it, watch it.
It was awesome. I loved it. The whole take they took of a couple of series that they had. Let me see. Avengers Disassembled, House of X, and what's another one? I mean, House of M, Avengers Disassembled, and the 108. Those are different comic books that dealt with Wanda and the repercussions of her using her powers.
Okay.
They kind of condensed those stories all into one miniseries, and that was pretty cool. They got that off.
Without for me not reading the source material, yeah, because I didn't even know about like that situation either. I'm not as deep into that stuff. I was mostly the top, X-Men, Spider-Man. That's where I was growing up.
So
for the geeks out, for the guys out there who really go deep into that stuff, yeah, maybe as basically as Ivan just said, yeah, you could go into and watch WandaVision. But like I said, I tuned out of superhero stuff after the end game. I was like, I'm out.
And I've been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's okay. It's a little heavy-handed, but it's good.
Yeah. Again, everybody has different shows. Go ahead.
But they're again they're
If it was a show
condensing a lot
about
of they're condensing a lot of storylines into the miniseries. That's interesting because like, it really pulls in interest for the fan base that have been into the comics more than the movies. There's a
But
lot of
ain't it
winks and
but
nods all over the
okay, but
place.
ain't it like a double-edged sword? Because I could get like there's something that there's a manga and anime I watch, and when they turn it into a live action movie, when they condensed 2 seasons into a movie, I was like, oh,
No, no,
man.
no, no. That's the thing. That's the key. They do it into a mini series instead of a movie. They got a lot more leg room when it comes to putting the story out. If they were to do it into a 2, 3 hour movie, yeah, of course I would sit up here and like turn my nose at it.
Okay.
But like in the case of
Well,
WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they got a lot of leg room when it comes to presenting the story.
okay.
And they can lay foundations for future projects.
Which would be what?
From what I'm seeing, I'm not going to sit up here and dwell too much, but I got a feeling they might approach the concept of Young Avengers.
they are. It's been confirmed way back.
I haven't
Young
caught up with the
Avengers,
MCU like
Fantastic
that.
Four, X-Men, Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man 3,
Well,
No Way Home,
I mean,
Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, Doctor Strange 2. Well, yeah, I saw the list of all the movies they're trying to work on. Doctor Strange 2, like I said, the character I do like. Let's see how that works out. But like I said, in that regard, and then I know they're gonna try to do well. Thing never worked out anyway, because Young Justice never worked out.
Yeah, but maybe they're trying it in a different media to see
No,
how it
I'm not
looks.
even. I'm not talking about like it was that would have worked. I'm just asking the question if it worked out.
It,
I
it,
don't know.
it kind of like the actual book, the book of the Young Avengers, which equates to DC's project of Young Justice, kind of faded out, but the characters themselves are relevant, like Hulkling and let me see, Wiccan and all that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
and Speed. Let me see who else was in there. Isaiah Bradley, aka Patriot. There was a whole bunch of them.
Okay. Well, like I said, as long as they don't put themselves in the stereotypical trap, because again, for me, I remember when Young Justice the animation happened, and did they brought it back? They said it was gonna bring it
Yeah,
back.
they did.
Yeah.
They brought it back. And then it kind of faded out again. But they're gonna do a new season.
Oh, good grief!
But the thing is,
On
my
HBO
problem,
Max.
they're doing too many time skips and things of the like that kind of like disjoints the storytelling.
That and
I mean,
that and the
yeah.
romance, that killed it for me. The
Well,
love
the
triangle.
romance aspect of it has always been a issue with that series in the comic book, anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like
Because
it.
they've always had like love triangles and
I hate it.
quadrangles and stuff.
I hate it. I hate love
I'm-
triangles.
I know, but sometimes you gotta remember something. You gotta appeal to all audiences, not just one.
No, well, I get you. I'm not saying whoever likes it, but that's what killed it for me. The first
No,
season of Young Justice, where they were talking about action and trying to find out who the bad guy was and trying to see who's taking down the Justice League itself. That was interesting. And then when they started doing the Martian and Superman and Speedy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm done. I don't care. It's the same thing. It was the same thing with Thundercats. The reason why the original Thundercats, look, Thundercats go bad. I don't care for that one. But the one that the reboot of Thundercats, what Cartoon Network did, which was really good. The first season again was good. But then they put in the damn love triangle between Lionel, Chitara, and Tigra. I'm like, why? And then that made Lionel do some stupid stuff that he would never do. The reason why the original Thundercats did good, they didn't have no love triangle. It was your king, your prince. You got onto a planet. You have to fight and keep your son survive. That I like.
I like the whole new season when they brought in the other survivors from Thundera. That was pretty cool.
That was good, but then that created onto that because you had Kit, who was not Kit. It was the other girl who was a spy who also get into the love triangle between all three of them. It's like,
You
ah,
got to be kidding
like
me.
stop this. I was like, I stopped watching it after that.
You know what I want? A crossover between He-Man and the Thundercats. I think it happened in a comic book once.
That would be cool. That would be
Love
cool.
triangles only work. Love triangles and stuff like that only work if it kind of just happens by, or if it's happens kind of by accident, or just kind of molds into the story or the plot.
But
When you
I
try to
am not.
force a love triangle, it's terrible.
I mean, it comes out. Because I'm old. I mean, I was older than all of us, but I've just seen so much. I am jaded. I just see so much stuff, so much that I can't. My disbelief is getting less and less. Really.
Mhm.
So
I'm just
when
Speaking of
adding that.
crossovers, who's seen the crossover between the two Voltrons?
The what?
The vehicle Voltron and the Lion Voltron.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, it came out in the 80s. The crossover between those two. It was okay for what it was.
I got you. No, I never seen it, so I can't.
They
Oh,
were trying to
no,
sell
no.
toys, basically.
Well, they all do. Come on, they all do.
That's what got Teen Titans canceled because they didn't sell enough toys to the boys.
But at least they didn't do a bad job to end it.
They kind of rushed the ending a bit.
What do you mean with her father? Trigon? Nah, they did a good job. I got the whole series on DVD. It's pretty. At least it's an end. It's not like okay, boom, and move off.
Yeah, then they brought it back as Teen Titans Go. Yay!
Yeah, that won't. Well, I didn't watch that. That's for other kids. That's for the young. That's for
that-
the other kids to
that-
watch that. That's
terrible.
good. It's terrible, but it's, like you just said, it's not for us. It's for other people. Just like they had what's the
If it's for other people, why'd they bring back the exact same voice cast?
don't
Budget.
ask- I don't
They did
know.
that-
I don't.
They
well,
did that to troll the fan base.
oh,
It was-
okay. Well, trust me. Again, animation, like Trip just said, the animation is that because of the budget, because they want whatever. But Teen Titans Go is not for me. Just like Thundercats Go wasn't for me.
Oh God, no!
I
That's
let them go have fun with that.
that's terrible.
I know.
This is what happens when most of the people working animation come from my neck of the woods, specifically a place called Cal Art. I actually worked there once as a guard gig. Oh God, the wokeness everywhere. Ooh. The only good piece of art I saw in there was one of those portraits that's in side by side, 3 different colors of Top Cat. That was because it was a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of Top Cat. Everything
Oh.
else, yeah.
I remember you showed me that one. Yeah, that was cool looking. Right. But yeah, just that, and even like right now, like people. I need to look into that because people say it's fair now because Tom and Jerry came out, and even I was like, again, even though I would say Tom was a not Tom, Jerry was a jerk. In this movie, Jerry was more of a jerk. Sometimes he's even balancing some of the times, but Jerry was just being evil. I didn't like it. We don't need to. And again, can we stop? Look, not everything needs to be live action. There's some stuff that can work with it, and if you do a good job, but we don't need live action in everything. Jeez.
Some things that should be cartoons are made cartoons.
I
Some
guarantee.
things that.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, that's it. No, I'm finished.
No, I mean, there's some things that can make it. I guarantee Hanna-Barbera, if Hanna-Barbera was up, they were like, no, don't do that to my.
The Flintstones.
No, Flintstones movie was all right. The first one, and then the second one, I don't know about that one, but the first one, they did a good
Yeah,
job
the
on that.
second one is not as good. Let me tell you
The
that.
first one, they did a good job on that. Even though Betty was bigger because Betty was a skinny person, but they did. But again, I'm not a fan of Rosie O'Donnell, but she did a good job with the laugh and everything. They got that timing down and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that down pack. So, and it was a good story and everything. So I have no problem with the Flintstone. And again, there's some stories that does live action pretty well. But the thing is, this is the trend now. Now everything is live action. There's no new stories coming out.
What did everyone think of Detective Pikachu?
I ain't watched it, but since you said that, I gotta go watch it because it's on HBO Go. I need to go watch it as well too.
Yeah, I've heard
I can't.
it had some good reviews.
Yeah, people liked it. I mean, I know you watched it, Anderson, but I didn't. I didn't watch it, so I can't say nothing to it or not.
Okay, I'll wait. And
Yeah.
just one last thing on Falcon Winter Soldier. If they didn't harp on the whole, racism thing, and instead focus on how bad government can be, okay, then you got something in the making there, something good. And also, why are you trying to make the superpower terrorists essentially Antifa, trying to, make a world without borders and all that in there after what happened last year?
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I can't say nothing. I wasn't gonna watch it anyway because I didn't watch the She or whatever. I watched the movies. I mean, after I'll tell you this. My souring on the MCU was basically
That's Marvel.
no, before that. It was Iron Man. Is it 2? No, it was Iron Man 3.
3.
The one with the Mandarin. When I saw
it was
and then when I found out why they did the Mandarin like that, I was like, of course.
That was the beginning of the end.
Oh, we don't want to portray an Asian person as a bad. We don't want to portray the Chinese person as a bad guy. That's why they did that whole the Mandarin. I was like, that is bad. Boo, boo.
The thing is with me, I tried giving that film a chance. Then after I heard that, I'm like, okay, that's it.
I mean, this trailer had me going. I was like, oh man, the man finally, like in the comics and what, like in the anime.
Cartoon.
Yeah. Mandarin is gonna be Tony Stark's thing. That's what he should be. And I was like, all right. And you saw how they put it, but then to find out he was an actor. And I'm like, and then the real Mandarin was a white guy. I'm like, what? You just made a movie stupid.
It's been kind of a trend since the 60s. Like the last Chinese villain in live action movies people can recall is Dr. No from James Bond. But that was like way back during the 60s.
Yeah.
Ever since then, you can't really have a Chinese outright evil villain, even now. Especially now.
Not now. You're right.
Yeah,
But
well,
it did, not now.
You got Rush. You had Rush
Dr.
Hour.
West.
No, I was gonna say Lethal Weapon. Jet Li was the bad guy.
Jet Li was, yeah. So you had Rush Hour.
Yep. You had Rush Hour also. That was the bad woman and guy. Yeah. Yeah, because Rush Hour 2 is a woman, so that's why I said that. But yeah, you had those. You do have that. But I mean, but no, I'm talking about the MCU itself. Like that's where I was like, okay, this is no.
You effed up.
That's
Now I'm sour on it.
Yeah,
you had one job.
that's I started seeing that. I was like, okay, and then I gotta give it. Doctor Strange did pull me back in. Doctor Strange was good, so he pulled me back in. I was like, all right. And then, like you said, Captain Marvel, I was like, well, I already know the story about this. And I'm like, no, not really gonna feel this one. I hate it. Just didn't feel right. And again, it's just look, like I said, I'm not saying this. Look, the script was bad, and sorry, this script was not for Brie Larson. It just was not. You're gonna choose anybody else to do that. Because people are like, oh, you don't like it. Because I hear when people are like, oh, you don't like it because of a female. No. I love Underworld. I like Ultraviolet. I love Kill Bill. I love Columbia. Those are female leads. Female leads. And heck, I love what was
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider was good to me. I know people didn't like it, but to me it was good because of the second one was not that great. The first one was to me. But no, as the Gina Carano, the movie that she played, on Wire, Hardwire. No.
Ultraviolet? No.
No. It wasn't Ultraviolet. I got that. It wasn't. She was not the character that. It was Haywire. That because again, she's an MMA fighter, and her fights look so real and so like that. That I could see her fight. Ain't no like whatever. You don't have to suspend your belief that much with her in that movie. That was a good movie. Haywire was a good movie, and I'm looking forward to see what movie she'll do on the daily and with the
Daily Wire guys.
Daily Wire
Ben
guys.
Shapiro. Oh no.
Yeah, I want to see what she's gonna do because that movie was good. Haywire was good. I got a movie on DVD. That's one of my. She did a good job because you gotta suspend your belief. A woman beating up 50 guys and all that stuff and everything. And I could do it just like a guy. You gotta do the exact same thing. You gotta suspend your belief. But she did a great job acting in that movie. She really did.
Not to bring up the recent controversy because what happened to her, but the fact that people are pissed she got fired kind of destroys that notion that, you doesn't like it because you don't want to see a woman on screen. Well, apparently a lot of people liked her seeing her on screen. They didn't like her being unjustly fired. But she didn't believe in the right thing. But she's a woman. Well, but unless you believe in the right thing, it doesn't count.
Look, the people who say woman or for gays and all that stuff, they will say all that until they find out what you really are. If you say, "Oh, well, I'm not down for this," whatever, and even if you're trans, if you say, "Oh, no, I don't believe in giving children hormones," well, ban this person, but I'm trans. Yeah, we don't care. Still ban you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it goes. They don't want diverse. They don't want they want diversity of thing of skin, but they don't want diversity of thought.
They want people to be like real life action figures. Collect the whole set. You got Black Trans Barbie here. You got nondescript gay Ken over here.
Yep. You got all this craziness stuff, and I gotta give it to that. You know what, Georgia? Even though some stuff is good, some stuff is bad, but I gotta give it to you. Yeah, because of what that moron said. Again, he's a good CEO. He does give his people a lot of money and benefits and all that stuff. That's good for them. Good for him. But what you said was stupid. And Georgia was like, all right, then you know what? We'll take away your tax break. $30 million. Take it away. Take it away. Take away the tax break. That's stupid what he was saying. Because again, it don't make no sense to say, "Oh, having ID is racist," but to get on your plane, you have to have ID. It's so dumb. Why would you say that? Why would you? Some people, as I said, Will Smith said something that I need to clip that clip and get it. When I would literally say, "You're the stupidest person I've ever seen," and Will Smith said, you're the stupidest smart person I've ever seen," which is the truth. You can be smart, but you can be just as stupid. Jeez.
I think there's also something about having intelligence but not wisdom. Well, these people, they just got diarrhea of the mouth.
Yep. The one for American Airlines, because he didn't even read the bill. He just listened to again. Get off of Twitter, people. Jeez, Twitter is bad. It's a cesspool, and those people does not represent nobody except for the woke. That's all it does.
Yeah, social media has made us very antisocial as a society. You could even call what we have a society.
Isn't that ironic?
Yep.
I think that's deliberate.
Oh, I know it's deliberate. Just like when Mark Zuckerberg saying about, we need to put I'm gonna give you a border so you can tell people how good you are that you got your vaccine and everything. And I'm gonna put my border when I get my vaccine. Wait. As rich as you are, you ain't got your vaccine yet, but you're forcing it on other people. I am not. And for Facebook, I am not anti-vaccine. I'm just saying I call it as it is. That's it.
What's that saying that women who get unwanted pregnancy say? My body, my choice. Can that apply to here? It's my body. If I don't want to take the damn vaccine, by their logic, if I don't take it, then I'm dead meat anyway. So to all of us who don't want to take it, let us just supposedly die, pass away, and you shall inherit the earth.
Well,
we don't exist.
It's no longer your body, your choice if you give it to the government.
True that. And I always laugh when women say, "My body, my choice." Okay, but you, and they're like, we got all these white men making a decision on our bodies, but you vote for the damn white people. You had Kamala Harris, but I'm just as an example. You had Kamala Harris. Did she get any votes? Nope.
Nope.
Not a one. She was the first one to drop out. And then you want free. Hey, let me get this straight. You want free birth control, but then you want free abortion. Ain't that an oxymoron? If you get free birth control, then you should have not. You don't need an abortion.
They just want what they think they're being told they can't have. Even though they have it, they just got to pay for it. But they don't want to pay either. Not that any of them actually take it, with all the single mothers out there.
Yep.
Granted, they can always just blame men in general, you know, which they do.
Or have
Oh, wow.
daddy government help me with my child.
Well, basically, that's the father. The father is the government. The father's the government. Am I surprised by this stuff? Nope.
Not really.
Well, maybe it's too soon to get on this topic, but I think a lot of people were surprised when they saw the perpetrators of certain tragedies recently turn out to not be the right color.
Well, I know. I talked about it last night, and even though I messed up on my podcast, but yeah. And so again, as Gothic said last night, George Floyd, yeah. Tony Tempa, nope. Same thing. Tempa wasn't on drugs, and he also had a knee in his back of his neck. Nobody want to talk about that because he's a white guy. My point is, it should be black across the board. Nobody people want to stop Asian hate. Stop hate generally as best as we can. Black hate, white hate, Latino hate, women hate, black hate, gay hate, all that. Stop all that.
Yeah, and that movement in California, the anti-Asian hate crime, people, can you guys please stop being co-opted
That part can't happen.
by the CCP?
Well, again, as I said before, that ain't gonna happen.
Or okay, that's not going to be stopped, but at least be vigilant.
You said be. Did you just say be vigilant, sir? How dare you?
That's too much. That's too much for me to ask. Yeah, how dare me?
Exactly.
Is Andy gonna have to smack a bitch again?
Language, please.
All right. But yeah, that's how crazy that is. These people doing all this nonsense, man. It's like, why even bother? So, hey, it just works out to be how evil some of these people are. Trying to say, oh, we're doing all this stuff for you. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I heard some interesting news today.
Okay.
And that is California universities is stopping SAT or ACT scores.
Yep. Well, again,
so dumb.
I talked about it last night, but again, we messed up with the audio. But I talked about it last night. They're taking SAT scores or whatever, and I was like, wait a minute. It's bad enough that you could graduate from high school with a D-, which is even bad.
Gee.
These kids are not prepared for the real world at all. They're getting stupider and stupider. That's why if I ever get a child by some grace of God, I'm sorry, charter or private, I ain't putting them in no public school. Ain't no way.
Exactly.
Ain't no way. That's one. And two, I don't hate the teachers. Some of them are jerks. I give you that. And I understand what you say, Anderson. But I do hate the unions. I hate them way worse.
California is run by these unions.
I know that.
Oh yeah.
I know that very well. it's just sad in that situation that they would do this. But again, remember, your kids can't go to school, but their kids can go to private school and stuff like that. I'm a teacher. I don't want to go to school because of the union or whatever, but private school, but my son don't go to it. I mean, that tells you everything. When you're the head of like in Chicago and like I say, you're the head of the Chicago of the one in LA, in San Francisco. You're the head of the teachers union. You don't want, you say I can't go back to school because it's not safe unless we get money and this and all that stuff. We know that's what it is all about. Let's go with the logic. It's not safe for the kids to go ever, but you drop your kid off to a private school. That makes me think I should not be putting my kid in a public school then.
Public school. Yep.
Yeah, teachers union is a teaching. Somebody who works for the teachers union is sending their kid to a private school. Well,
yep.
If that isn't a sign, I don't know what is.
That explains everything to me.
Yep.
Question though, even though I know it's a farce about the whole safety issue, a lot of these schools are in some bad areas. The ones I went to, we have freaking lockdowns because of shootouts. But it wasn't a problem back then. But now a little bug, a little flu, and suddenly, nope, can't do it. Yeah. Why couldn't this happen? Why couldn't this happen when I was going to school?
Okay, that's what I'll leave that to you because I'm not going there with you on that one, but I got what you're saying. Your understanding is logically sound, sir. I got what you're saying. It is crazy like that. But yeah, like Hiroshi said, that makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Not to do this. What can we say? Go ahead, sorry.
We can say whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's what we do that matters.
True. That is true.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
No. That's how it works out to be, like Anderson said. So they like to play these games, and then that's what it is. And then if you listen, like I say, you listen to the news conference, you watch the real news or whatever, or again, you cycle certain news and stuff, you'll find the truth, but people don't want to do that. It takes time. I understand. But don't be spitting out nonsense like a AOC or whatever when they talk about that stuff and they know what they're talking about. Just don't.
Yeah. Speaking about news and that takes time, tragedy that struck this Friday.
DC.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anderson talked about it. Yeah, it's not a narrative that people want to talk about though.
Oh no, yeah.
They'll talk about the gun part, but they ain't gonna bring up the race though. It's the same thing with the guy in Boulder. When they found out what that guy in Boulder was, they just said, that's shooting. We gotta just stop the shooting. And they didn't say, oh well, he's a different type of. He's not a white man. They stopped that quick. They stopped that quick with the quickness.
Yep.
Doesn't fit the narrative now. Doesn't fit the narrative. Let's bring it back in. And again, they're talking about they were like, oh, we need to make more laws to do this again. I've said it before. If that's the case, you take the Columbine. That's what it was shooting. You had the Columbine shooting. You all put all kind of crazy laws in Colorado. Then you have the Batman Dark Knight shooting. You put all kind of crazy laws in that one. That didn't stop it. This didn't happen too. No matter what laws you do, you're not stopping this. Most of these people are mentally ill. I give you that. That's the sucky part about it. I wish these people would take care of themselves and don't hurt anybody all the time. But no laws you make is gonna stop that. Evil's evil.
Here's what I found funny about the Days case, that no one saw this coming, because there was those reports later on described that this person was making posts on Facebook that it sounds like he was going pretty deranged before he got blocked. So you would think,
You would think, but that's not how it works out, though.
yeah,
Well, Trip, you'll find that sometimes some of these perpetrators of these crimes just so happen to have actually been on FBI watch lists, but the FBI is corrupt and does nothing. So this kind of things happen anyway, even when they pretty much spell it out that they're going to do it.
yeah, unless you're Matt Gates.
Oh, really? Really? Wow. Well, can't
Yeah.
argue with it. I can't argue with what you just said right there. I cannot. You're correct.
Now, what I'm about to say might not make a whole lot of sense, and nothing's ever going to stop anything completely. But it might just be from what I've been seeing. One thing you can do to kind of quell this is to not give it so much media attention,
Yep.
which they're doing right now, but for the wrong reasons.
They always do.
Because you have a lot of copycat killers, people in their mind thinking, "Oh wow, look at that guy! He's gonna be remembered forever. Infamy is the same as being famous. If I do that, I'll get my name everywhere.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it." Well,
Yep. Yep. I know. That's why I said that. I said that media. What if it, as the old saying go, if it leads, it bleeds.
That's 30 minutes of fame. Or should I say 30 minutes of infamy?
Hey guys, I hate to duck out early, but I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So
No, I got you. There's no problem. I'll basically call it. Basically, you know what? I'm calling it here as well. Too. I'm not gonna do the chat because again, started late. My fault. Like I say, it's harder now that I have family. But before since you're gonna duck out, Kanoshi, any final thoughts? Let me play
nah, just have a happy Easter. Have a safe and happy Easter, everyone.
All right, I got you on that. All right, then catch you later. You have a happy Easter as well, too, Kanoshi. What about you,
All right.
Trip? Any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, take it easy, peeps.
All right,
Good night.
Addison. What about you?
I got only three things to say: get a gun, and get a gun. Well, you can.
I thought get a gun, get a shotgun, and get a. You know what? I'm going to stop it right there.
I hear you. Well, anyway, for me, my final thoughts is like I said, yes, it's gonna be crazy. I apologize for last night. I'm gonna be post up a little more stuff so to make up for what last night was. I mean, audio from the videos were playing, but my responses wasn't there, so I apologize for that. But again, this is Easter. It was Good Friday. Have a good Friday for those out there. Easter Sunday, pray, go do what we gotta do. For those who are religious, and hope that you enjoy with your family. If you're with your family, like I am, that's the best thing I can say. So, usual, you know what it is. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be back here again. Back at it again, doing what we normally do. So remember, evil comes in all shapes, color, size, creed, sex, height, nationality. No matter what it is, evil's evil. And remember, people are stupid, individuals are smart. Please be that smart individual. And this is your boy Tig from Party Over Mike. Thank you for giving me your time, your ear, and your eyes on what we're talking about. Have a good weekend. Peace out.
Walk on home, cats.
Exactly. Welcome home is that.